Okay, so I'll place my pistol on Lilith, which makes me have an attack of 3.
No, what does the card say at the bottom?
Make an attack of 3.
Okay.
And add 2 points to the value of this attack for every card you discard immediately. So, like, from now on, whenever I discard a card immediately, this gets a value of 2 on top of it.
Okay.
Right?
Wait,
Am I reading that
Let
right?
me see. It says, make an attack of 3 and add 2 points to the value of this attack for every card you discard immediately. So, in my mind, in my mind, you would play this card and then discard from your hand.
And every card you discard
would give you 2 points.
Okay, so
but you wouldn't be able to immediately draw.
Right.
Because it's discard and
you have to draw back to 5.
Right.
Well, it's is that like for step 2 because step 2 is discard and draw.
I'm thinking
no. I wouldn't think
this
so.
is immediately getting rid of it.
Okay,
right.
So it's just an attack of 3 for my pistol, and then I have and I have 2 more.
2 more actions.
Okay. Right. No stun character, and then
rotate the clock dial. So now it moves to vampire 1.
That went so much more smoothly.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
Okay. I'm going to terrify you. Blah.
Literally.
What?
Okay,
Literally.
so terrify on Rebecca. Return 1 opponent character to his or her reinforcement pile and move his attack counter back to 0.
Aw, boo.
So that would be on the one that did 4 with the sword.
Okay, so I take her?
So yeah, you remove her and put her back in your reinforcement, and then we can.
What about the sword? Do I put
That's
that
in the discard pile, I think.
2 goes to 0.
Well, this will be our discard pile right here.
Okay, that was that.
What was her name? Was that?
That was Natalie.
Jeez, Natalie.
No, that was Rebecca that did that.
No, I was saying jeez, Natalie.
Rebecca scared the crap out of Natalie.
You pussy.
They were probably in high school together.
Probably.
Okay.
Just like, oh my
High
God,
school bully.
Rebecca.
High school bully became a vampire. Oh no! My milk money.
Okay, and then I'm going to play Shatter on Rebecca. Make an attack.
I want to go less
I'll put
than
Natalie. I'll put Natalie here. Across from Rebecca.
She bubbled up and got back on the.
Okay.
Where did my combat cards go?
Up your butt.
I think I may have mixed them.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go ahead and skip to draw. How many was I supposed to have?
5. You have staked her in the body,
Yeah.
and she did not dodge, so she
Well,
is now
actually,
dead.
she did.
Oh!
So you played. What's that
Here, I
say?
think we're getting somewhere.
It says cancel a strike card as it is played.
Okay.
I have survived more dangerous foes than you.
And then, what else? Rotate the clock counter. Shanoing.
Vampire 1.
Oh, now it begins the night
Now
time.
the night is upon
Oh
us.
no!
My character.
You have to
attacking.
discard a card at random. At random.
At random. At random. At random.
That's
I
not
want to
random.
discard
Yeah.
this one at random.
Let me pick which one.
Papar. Papar.
You know, for next time.
That's 3.
Aha!
Ah.
Lost my blessed weapon.
Oh,
Now,
blessed gun.
Now, how do you have one more?
I have
thing
one
left?
more to go.
You don't have to
That's a
attack
lot.
every time. You could draw a card.
You could
or
not do that
move.
thing.
You could give a character to a teammate. You could bake an unused action.
I thought you said bake. I'm like, oh, cake, please.
That's
Oh, my
funny.
God.
That's really funny.
I
Actually,
lost.
I think I am
I
going to
would
bank
actually
one.
use this card.
Hey.
So why did they give us so many bang tokens when we only really need 8?
In
Right.
the event that you lose one because we're irresponsible.
Okay, stop messing with cards. Put them down. Okay,
Destroy
draw
one
one.
hunter, only usable at night. If not dodged, I can gain a blood token as well. So I'm going to be killing Natalie.
Just dodge.
Damn it. Well, it was worth a shot. Anyways, I guess I move on then.
Not so fast, Fanghead.
There's no such
Fang.
That's what it says.
That's as good as I could get.
Alrighty.
Wow. Under the sword.
She's facing off with her high school bully. That's all
That's
she's got.
right. That's right. She's nervous.
Stupid
You
poopy face.
stupid penis man.
You're a fang head. No one likes you.
Tooth nose.
2 times. Oh, I bite you. And then I rotate the clock down. Hun, this is the last turn, and you guys are gonna lose. I am destroying you. Look at all of my pointers.
Okay,
Much
I'm going
highness.
to play.
Victoriousness.
I can play an impact card at no action cost. So I'm gonna do.
Okay, so with you drawing, that turns us back to the dial. That does a full rotation. So technically, this is over.
Yeah, the battle for the.
Hold on, it might not be.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use my
Oh!
action,
Oh! Okay.
and I'm gonna use a frenzy. Make an attack of 3 on Miriam. It takes it up by 3, so it takes it up there, and then immediately discard another attack card and add its attack value to this card, which is a value of 4.
Oh, ha, oh,
So, I just totally, completely threw it away.
Oh, you did throw it at wild animals.
I thought you could only play that on your turn.
He used an action thing.
I used my.
Yeah, I thought you could only use the action thing on your turn.
I think that's
No, you can use it at
You can
random.
use it at any
thought it said-
turn. Any
Is that-
Hang on.
is
Banking
that true?
actions. If a player chooses not to perform all 3 actions, up to 2 actions can be banked. For each banked action, the player may take 1 action token. No player may have more than 2 actions. On any subsequent turn throughout the game, the player may spend 1 or both actions.
Okay.
Spend an action, token must be returned.
So
to
it is okay
Yeah.
for me to use this. Okay.
Because it's any subsequent turn, not any subsequent your player turn.
Right.
I don't mean
Right.
Ah!
And
So
otherwise, how about I just use this one and still one?
Right. Well, yeah.
Which you can use your banked guy if you wanted to.
I don't have anything I don't have.
So there's like, let me take a look,
You
and
can
I'll
use your
tell you whether or not you
bank-
have anything.
Banked action point and punch Dad in the mouth. Kapow.
Owie.
Okay, so in conclusion, what are our final thoughts of this game?
Don't start out with 5 bystanders.
Don't start
out-
at 5 by
Yeah,
10.
if you want to do a battle just like as a test runner to introduce the game to you and your friends, I would definitely recommend doing a graveyard where there's only 2, using the church where there's only 3 people. Maybe not having a dog at the table.
So, right.
Just starting out small, so
Start out
because there's a
small
lot
and
to
then
this game.
Scale it up.
There's a lot that you have to read and try to break down and digest before you can really like have a full scale war at the hospital.
Or actually use all 5 locations.
Right, that's terrifying. That would be
That's like a game of
7-hour
Monopoly.
game.
That's like a game of Monopoly. Yeah.
You
yeah,
could
it's
play
totally.
until you literally hate each other.
I mean, you keep playing until one side controls everything.
Well,
Every-
how long?
Right.
How long does it say
How long
was
does
like
it-
the
yeah, how long does
maximum?
it-
1 to
It
2
says
hours.
1 to 2 hours.
That's
that is
funny.
a lie. That is a lie. I mean, unless you're slapping cards like a madman, this is not going to
Yeah,
take
that's
1 to
that's
2
for like
hours.
people who know what they're doing.
Right. Well practiced
not.
hunters and
Yeah.
vampires.
Right,
Us
yeah.
being new kids, it would take us probably 12 hours to do a whole game.
To do the whole thing. So, 1 to 5 axes.
Just based on, I mean, the art is really good. Just all of the stuff you can do is just, there's a phenomenal amount of replayability with this game once you get hold of it. The instructions are a huge minus for me. I am gonna have to lean in and say I would give it about 3 axes.
3 axes. That's average.
It's a good game, but it's not blowing me away, you know.
For my 2 cents, I agree with the instructions. They were really, really convoluted, very hard to focus. Like I after we got about halfway through the rules, the setup and everything, and we started in the gameplay, I lost my concentration.
It's already way overwhelmed at that
And
point.
like I actually, to be honest, there was a point in time where I was just like, I just don't want to play this game anymore. I really don't want to play this game anymore. So the artwork's phenomenal. It reminds me a lot of Magic, so I feel like the creativity is not the best.
I mean, the setup of cards is good.
And well, I'm saying like the originality
Sure.
is stolen. So, but There's so much to keep track of, and that's another minus for me because I like simple games.
Not to mention all the stuff you could lose. Like,
Right.
What are these little counters on the blood tokens that you could get mixed up in your aquarium and, like cards of 7 different decks.
Well, that's why it's a 13 and up game.
Yeah.
So because you
They
want
want you to be
responsible
responsible
children.
with it.
That's asking for a lot.
Yeah. So this is more like an 18 and up, and even then,
I would give it a bit of a
like this is
higher
not a
rating.
game you would play drunk.
No.
So
You would end up eating.
I don't know if I'd say 18.
no, but
Right.
so for axes for me, I'm gonna agree with Lindsay and say it's a 3. Like it's pretty, it's interesting. I like the different boards, but there's just too much to it. Like it needed to be consolidated.
I feel like we
a
have
little
like
bit.
3 games in one here.
Right.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
this could have been broken down into
Right. The curse
like,
of monolith.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, 3's a good call. It's definitely seems like a game where you can go back and forth with a lot with your actions, and I think 2 hours would be a pretty good guess
Yeah.
for game length.
Yeah, especially if you played with
I
multiple.
mean, that is a good
players.
thing. I do like the interaction between players. It's not just like where you have a hand of cards, you're like, I'm going to do this. I like the team setup, where you can be
Right.
like, hey, I've got all this crap going on, but your teammate's not like, I wish I could help you, but because they can't. I like that part. I do like
I'm
that.
gonna
I
go,
forgot to
yeah,
mention.
and
I
I'm
like
gonna agree
being
with that.
I like being able to play on your teammate's
Right, like you just
card.
play on all of the layout that you have, and you want your teammate to be there for you, and they can be, and that's a huge plus for me.
Right. I'm gonna
It's not gonna
agree.
outweigh that.
I'm going to agree with the 3 out of 5 because even though the directions, and this is what we keep going back to,
Yeah.
the directions were not, because to me organization of instructions is
Pivotal
probably
gameplay.
the most important. Yeah, it's the most important feature to any game, and I mean that's any game at all. That's a board game. That's a card game. That's a role playing game.
I like how the back set up of this. This is neat.
Yeah, it has some
quality.
really cool things about it. It's got some really cool points, but there's not a numbered list. I mean, it's a simple button to hit in like Word or Publisher when you're laying out a thing to have a numbered list, and it says step 1.
Oh!
And,
The hunter's getting violent.
Wait, no! Damn it!
But it's when it says step 1, it goes to almost the next page, and then it says step 2. Whereas when you do step 1, it should be like
boom, boom,
one
boom, boom,
column on one side. It says step 1, do this, and then the reference. So
like
that
have
would be
step 1, step 2, step 3, and then go into the details of
go
those
into
on
those
the next
details.
page.
Now I've seen Looney Labs. Looney Labs does that with their games. They have the quick start rules, which is step 1, align. Step 2, align. Step 3, align. And then it goes into the details on the next and with the preceding pages or the succeeding pages.
Sure.
So that's my main thing. The game itself is fun once you learn the rules. So I'm gonna go with the consensus and give it 3 axes.
I think that if you wanted to play it with its full potential, you need to sit down with the makers at like Gen Con or wherever other
Go through a
conventions.
tutorial of how to play.
Yeah, because
unless you're really into like book studying.
Yeah, this
Right.
is a game
Lot.
that's not for tackling by yourself. This is for
Right.
having someone teach it to you.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to end up
It's
like
definitely
us.
it's definitely like maybe more of a family game night than a sporadic, hey, let's play a game real quick.
Right,
exactly.
yeah, like you set aside time specifically for this game.
I don't know if I would if I had the option of playing Bloodsuckers or that other
Dead Panic.
Dead Panic, I would go for Dead Panic.
Yeah, me too.
I can't say whether or not I would play this game again.
Yeah.
It
Like,
seems
I feel like I would like to, but I also don't want to mess with all of that.
It seems like what they wanted to do was make Magic the Gathering, but with vampires and hunters. And for the most part, it works. But then they wanted to differentiate from that and add the game board, the essentially the map.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to make a lot of games at once.
Yeah, they
But-
had so much working with it that they
If that's what they were doing, I mean, obviously when you see any card game, you think of, okay, this has got to be a ripoff of Magic the Gathering
Yeah.
or something. So
It's kind of the basic card game.
I enjoyed it. I think it's a good game.
Okay, so there you have it. I think it was an average of 3 axes for all of us. So the overall score for Bloodsuckers is 3 axes and a dog. And yeah, it's a dog. So I thought it was a rabbit there.
I got a dog.
And he's got a dog. So on behalf of the entire cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern, I am your host, Dr. Jeff Goins, along with...
I'm Lyra Goins.
Josh. Scarlet. My baby.
Yeah.
Lindsay going.
And remember to like and subscribe and share and leave us comments. If you've played this game, let us know what you think of it too, because you might have a completely different
If
opinion.
we did it wrong, let us
And,
know.
yeah, if we did
I'm
it
pretty
wrong-
sure we did.
We
at
probably
one point.
did.
Exactly. So let us know in the comments what you thought of it. And also check out Lyric and Josh's podcast on it's Table 5, right?
It's Table 5 Podcast.
It's
We
Table-
are,
Table 5 podcast on Twitter.
yeah, we're on Twitter. We should be on the Dwarven Tavern Facebook. And
Should be linked in the description below.
Yeah, you'll find us.
Yep, there will be a link down yonder. And remember, we want for you to wish for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it.
Then I charged.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.